Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to Bear's Garden Adventure. I just put some coffee on. It's about 8:42, 8:43 in the morning. I get up every morning at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Sometimes I'll get up a little after 5 in the morning, and I get to watering. And it takes like 3 hours to water my garden. I'm on a break now. I'm in the pet bed, or the pet garden, which is the peppers, eggplants, and tomatoes. And I'm actually harvesting some stuff in the middle of my break while I'm taking a break, having coffee, getting ready to have coffee, and then start watering the last of these plants right here in this little garden for the day. I thought I would harvest, and I almost forgot about you guys. I already started harvesting. So we got some shimshon. Let's see. We got some shimshon cucumbers that we're harvesting, and I already harvested them, and they're good 6-7 inches long. The packet, the booklet, or whatever I got the information from, said that they got 5 inches long. These are a little over 5 inches. We got a few more coming in too, guys. These shimshons are coming in all over. This one is, yeah, that's a shimshon too. And then we also got some dragon eggs. A little baby dragon egg right there. There's these ones over here in the corner. These ones are called apples. These are Richmond green apples down here in the corner, but I haven't seen any fruit yet. There's one. Maybe that'll be my first apple. That little guy right there. Other than that, I haven't seen any other apples yet. And there's also the Marketmore. This one down here is the Marketmore. Where's your tag? That's the dragon egg tag. The Marketmore. It's down here somewhere. I know these are the Marketmore. And these ones are like the ones you buy in a supermarket, but supposedly better. Look, here's one that got bent, but it might be growing. Yeah, I think that might be a Marketmore. So all the cucumbers are growing, guys, and we're harvesting cucumbers. And we're going to go harvest a few other things too. Look at all these guys. You think we got tomatoes? What y'all think? Y'all think we got tomatoes? Huh? I tell you what, I think we got tomatoes. Yes. Guess what else we got? Watch this. Check this out. That's my very first eggplant, y'all. Look at it. Would you just look at it? That's my first eggplant. I'm so proud. Look at these eggplants. Look at them all. I guess we're doing a garden update too. Look at these peppers. Peppers are huge. Look at that. That's a large leaf or lettuce leaf basil. All these basils, this is a tarragon. All these herbs growing in with these plants to keep the bad bugs out. And so far we're doing pretty good. Every now and then, yesterday I might have picked off 4 or 5 aphids, and I think one caterpillar, teeny tiny little caterpillar. I think the herbs are hiding the plants really, really well. All right, let's go after what else we're gonna harvest here. I can carefully get out. And we'll do some more of this garden tour as well at the same time. So next upon our harvest, I gotta put this down here somewhere. We got some black beauties, y'all. Look at that. I don't like my zucchini to get too big. Look at that black beauty down there. Look at that. Zucchini, y'all. Let's see if there's another one to harvest. There's not another one to harvest, but there is another one to growing. Yes, sir. Let's see. One tomato on this little thorn bush right here. The name of the tomato is thorn bush. Those big ones I showed you back in there, those are thorn bush too, I believe. And that's what these are here. These are, no, not thorn bush, they're Thorburns lemon bush, I believe. Oh, I had that wrong, didn't I? So these are golden zucchini, guys. And look at this beautiful perfection right here. This has got to be one of the most beautiful fruits I've ever grown. Oh, got a little bit of that leaf, but it actually survived that. Poor guy. Sorry, leaf. Look at that, though. Absolute perfection. This is supposed to be a golden zucchini. I don't know, but in my mind, with this right here, the only way you get a golden zucchini is if you somehow figure out how to breed them from the regular green zucchini. Look at that. It started out a baby, just like this. Last year, one started out like this. I didn't grow goldens, I just grew regular zucchini and squash. And I had a squash that started out like this, but it died, it didn't grow. This is cool. This is really cool. Okay, I'll leave that basket right there. Let's see, is there any more on this one? Oh yeah. Here, see? There's our golden. Pure gold, y'all. Pure gold. Look at that. Look at that, pure gold. Remember, I don't like them to get too big, so that's perfect. Pure gold, y'all. That's a golden zucchini. Back to the black beauties. There's another black beauty plant, y'all. Oh, look at the baby. All right. Let's see what we got in there. I'm sure we got one in here too. Okay, so that one, we're gonna let that one get a little bit bigger. But this one here, growing like a crookneck, we're gonna go ahead and harvest that one. Look at that. Grew like a crookneck. Isn't that funny? Gotta love that zucchini. Which we do. We love zucchini and eggs here. Alright, so we're gonna leave that small one on. It's not big enough yet. I need to get a few more inches bigger. For some reason, this zucchini is not getting big enough. They keep falling off and dying on this one here. That's the biggest one so far. So let's see what happens. Alright, that is all for harvesting right now. Let's go and check out the rest of the garden while we got the camera here, I guess. Here, I'll put that here instead of in my back pocket, so I'll stick my arm with it. Oh, that's pretty heavy. That's a few pounds. Wow, nice. Look at that. That might be a market more. Of course, you guys are familiar with the strawberry bed. Got an eggplant growing right here. And an eggplant that needs to be transplanted over there. It's not getting enough sunlight. Check this out, y'all. This was my idea. My plan for the sweet potatoes this year. To grow up and over. Look at that. This is the plan for them this year, up and over. And I can grow stuff in here. As soon as these potatoes are ready to be harvested and gotten out of the way, I can grow more stuff in here. My spinach though, guys. My spinach, look at that. I finally got some spinach to grow. There's some amaranth down in there and some spinach. Let's go to the other side real fast. Now there's spinach ready for me to harvest and come cook it up. Yes, and I'm gonna mix the spinach, amaranth, and I'm gonna mix some of these leaves right here in a dish. Cook up some steak out in the garden. I don't know if I'm doing it on video or not, just saying, that's my plan. These melons. All right, I'll put this basket down real fast. Honeydew. That's a de crème. The French melon, I believe. Where's the, oh, look at here. Another honeydew. Here, we got a, I believe this is a delicata. It's from the squash plant right here. Look at that delicata. Look at that beautiful plant right there. It's a winter squash, y'all. It's our first winter squash. Oh, what's this? I just found a melon. Look at that. I just found a melon. Just found a melon. And that's coming from my de crème too. That's a different de crème. That one there. I got to get down in there and tell y'all the names of these plants. And you know what? I don't feel like doing that right now because there's a lot to get through to get in there and tell you guys the names of all these plants. Man. Lots of cantaloupe. This one here, this is the sugar dew. This is actually Chinese or Japanese green cantaloupe. There's one right there. And when it's time to harvest it, like all orange cantaloupes, this one will not be. Green on the inside, this one is. Kahari, I grew these melons 2 years ago right here and I harvested the seeds, and these are the seeds that I harvested. Stop it. Quit. Alright, I gotta pause this video. Okay, sorry about that. Have you ever seen a dog hate another person's dog? Our dogs hate that dog. When I first moved in here, that guy used to let his dog tease our dogs, and when I caught on to it, I put a stop to it. He used to literally let his dog fight my Ellie through the gate, and when I caught on to it, I stepped up to his face and I told him, no, you don't do that. Well, I told him from the other side of the fence, not his face. And I told him, no, you don't do that. You don't make our dogs fight to the fence like that. And I understand now why that dog is hated by our dogs. That's why they act like that. I had to turn the video off because it gets that bad. All right. Melons that I grew from seed, from my own seeds that I planted 2 years ago. These are the Kahari melons. And I believe there's another Kahari on the fence somewhere. See, down here is another de crème. I planted the de crèmes all over the place because I just wanted new melons. Where did de crème go? There's one. Oh wait, you know what? It's a baby one. There it is. All right. Potatoes, guys. Potatoes are about ready to harvest. Especially the purple ones. Look at that. That's dead all the way back. But once all these die all the way back, we'll be harvesting potatoes. My zinnia bed is gone, you guys. My zinnia bed got covered up by some kind of mold. I don't know. It was a crystalline something. I thought it was white flies, but when I touched the stuff, the white flies didn't fly away. It was on one plant the first day. The second day, it was on like 2 or 3 plants, and I said, you know, I'm gonna spray this stuff off. I'm gonna spray it off. The third day, it was 3/4 of the garden. The fourth day, the garden was completely covered. All the zinnia leaves were completely covered. It looked like they'd been snowed on. They looked like they were frosted, like with frost. And I just couldn't risk that getting to the rest of my garden, so I pulled them all out. Only thing that's left in there are marigolds. I'm glad there's something left. All my beautiful zinnias are gone. Herb garden, guys. I had to pull out the chamomile because the chamomile kept getting full of aphids. My rosemary growing really, really slow. This is some kind of bee balm, I believe. Here's some sage. Here's a lemon balm. And there's an orangello in here. There's some pansies, chicky chicks. All these over here growing up, a few more herbs. We got a little bush of basil, sweet basil. Oh, that basil's strong. Let's see, switch hands. This is a lemon balm or a orangello. Down here we have thyme. This is a creeping thyme and a tall growing thyme. Here, these are 2 different kinds of oregano. There's a true Greek oregano in here and another oregano here. These are a Mexican mace, Mexican mint. It's a type of marigold. All right. Your tomatoes across the street. These tomatoes, I don't think they're digging the sun too much because they're pretty much getting full sun and they're not growing like the other ones behind the shed in the pet garden. But look at how fat they are. Maybe they'll get more tomatoes on them, but they're not getting very many tomatoes on them out here. These here, you got, I believe these are rich sweetness down here. I hope that I really got rich sweetness going again, or it's more kaharis. And with those are more of the cremes. So it's a rich sweetness and a creme here, possibly a kahari. Watermelons, guys. I beat my watermelons up the other day when I found out that I had to destroy my zinnia garden. And I was so upset that I power watered my watermelons. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I power watered my watermelons, and more than half of my watermelons got really upset behind that, and they're looking like they're going to die every day for the last week or so now. But every time the shade comes back over them, their leaves get all vibrant and beautiful again. So I'm hoping this is just a couple week transition and they'll get back to normal. There's melons everywhere. And I kind of feel like they stopped growing. They don't seem to be growing, especially this little lemon down here. This lemon drop should be bigger. Oh wait, never mind. That lemon drop split. That means it got too much water. I gotta back off on the watering. So I guess I'm watering too much over here. And that little lemon drop split. So in a way, that's good news. In a way, it's good news because I know that I'm watering too much. I need to back off on the watering because that little lemon drop split. So that plant, this corner, I'm watering it too much when I go ahead and water. All right. So that was a lemon drop. This is a cajo. It's an orange on the inside. All of these are orange on the inside. And we got the lemon drop, and we got I need to put names back on these again. Li Lanao. It's one of these down here, or one of these. There's another lemon drop. There's another call hole. Where's my big lemon drop? Here's my big lemon drop. This one didn't make it. Here goes a big one in here. These guys. These guys. You see how all these leaves are looking like they're dying? And they're starting to curl with the morning sun? It's because I exposed their roots, and then about a week ago I threw this soil, topsoil for ground plants, I put over them so they can try to go back to normal, and hopefully they do. Look at this, is loaded. Whoa, loving the sunshine. I don't know about the leaves. The leaves are quite small, but this one's loaded and it's loving the sunshine. Look at these. When it's time to eat them, I'll tell you guys what they are. I got a black strawberry, a purple bumblebee, thornburn, yellow, lemon yellow, which I believe this is a thornburn because it's a big one. Lemon yellow. Some herbs to help with the smell. That's a really strong smelling. I transplanted it and it almost died, but it's coming back finally. It's strong smelling lemon balm. These are herbs. There's basil. And this is the last of the winter squash. Well, actually, I didn't show you the winter squash on the other side yet. So let me show you these guys real fast, and I'll go and show you the good winter squash. These guys aren't bad winter squash, they're just growing really slow. I don't know why they're growing so slow. All right, let's go show you these other winter squash real quick, and we'll go ahead and end this long video. So I did show you the one that was down here. That there, that's a delicata, I believe. And down here, that's a tomato, it's a pumpkin type. And it's, sweet nut acorn is what these guys are. And then down here, the last one's honey boat delicata. So here's the honey boat delicata, which I'm really hoping to get some on. And these ones that I thought was the delicata, these are actually the acorn. Oh no, that's not right, that's corn. Acorn. Let's see here, I like making fun of myself. This is a honey nut squash. So this right here is the honey nut. That's not the delicata. Alright. That's it, guys. That's the garden tour, and that's what I'm harvesting. Go ahead and take this stuff in the house and see if maybe we can have some squash and eggs for breakfast. Peace out, guys, and end on a good note to always grow and grow happy and eat what you grow, guys. Peace. First harvest of the year, y'all. Cucumbers, zucchini, and garlic from a good month ago or so. Weeks ago, months ago. Good first harvest out of the garden.